last week at Michigan International Speedway, in which we saw 2 overtime attempts and Blaine Keys getting it done via fuel mileage for his second win of the season. Now we're heading back to where the season started, where it all started for these guys, for hopes of the championship dreams, here at the World Center of Racing Daytona International Speedway for the 27th race of the 32 race season 2024 PSRLA Cup Series. And what a way that these guys are battling it out here in the 2.5 mile super speedway here at Daytona Beach, Florida. But hey, it's 32 laps this time. But this is the Visit Florida 400 from Daytona International Speedway. Hello guys, well, this is Hergel Alonso for the 37 Network special presentation again. And as usual, last week I'm alone in the booth, but of course this week joining alongside me are Appalachian Motorsports owner Caleb Rose and the one of the PSRLA Grand National Series drivers, Santi Messi. Hello guys.
Oh, what do you do?
So let me first ask Caleb. Well, obviously we've seen this guys had a very chaotic Daytona 500, and I believe it is a quarter of the field got wiped out. And in the history of Visit Florida 400, of course, last season when we saw Bradley Ream completing his Florida sweep, when basically half of the field got wiped out. Well, with this only 32 laps of action here, can we probably see the same situation here, just like what happened last year?
We definitely could. Daytona, we all know how it is. It's chaotic, but it's a lot of fun, and I'm sure this race will definitely provide us with a lot of action here tonight. But yeah, even with the shorter time frame, there's still a lot of stuff that can happen. Daytona's still always the wild card race that it is. You never really know what's gonna happen until the checkered flag falls, so it'll be interesting to see what all goes down here from Daytona, but it'll be a fun one, I can definitely tell you that for sure.
Well, now, what a great insight there. So now let me ask Santi. So after your last night's run here for your Grand National Series race here, well, although you're not in a race car tonight, but can you probably see maybe some upsets, because the Daytona 500 had Cody Sale, which is not even in the conversation of winning the Daytona 500, and at Talladega we had a part-time driver winning a race. I believe it's Ryan Little. But do you think anyone like Jacob Miller or Dennis Kudryashov can win here or cause a major upset here tonight?
Well, yeah, well, you may not know. It's Daytona, like Caleb says, one of the wild card tracks. The only thing you have to do, have to work with the draft. Now, as a driver myself here in the Grand National, you have to work who you want to work with and try to get to the front, try to pull away. But here is the thing: there's like 40 other cars trying to ruin that plan. So they could be either part of the plan or breaking the plan. But you may know when the upset comes. What we saw at Talladega, saw a part-time driver somehow in this race. Could we see that again with an upset? You may not know, but Daytona brings a lot of it. You got a lot of great drivers in field. You may know when that one upset driver out of nowhere could come to the front and checkered flag here at Daytona.
Well, we could see something like that here, but of course, this is part of the 2024 PSRLA Cup Series playoffs, and considering this is the 5th race, well, we've seen some drivers building already their momentum. That's why we see some drivers pulling away, and Blaine Keys, your winner last week, it was actually 11th in point standings when prior to his win, but now he just climbed 2 positions. But maybe those drivers are trying to rise up into the occasions, or I don't know, but who knows. But of course, your pole sitter Drew Webb is currently in your points leader there, but but you know, Jeffrey Finca is just right behind, with 3 points behind, and Angel Gutierrez, Nathan Stapleton, Cole Raymond are still there in the battle. But wait, considering Blanky, Zachary Fitzwater, Scarlett Taylor, and Bruno Di Giacomo, Caleb, do you think those drivers can, you know, can basically move up the standings, considering big one may happen?
I definitely think they could. I think they just need to try and do their best to just kind of stay out of all the chaos that's happening and just try and take advantage of what their surroundings are going to be. But yeah, with it being Daytona, I think they definitely have a good shot at making their way up the point standings, maybe even grabbing the win here tonight. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, you're definitely right about that. So now, without further ado, let's look at the point standings after 4 races in the playoffs. So, Drew Webb, your current pole sitter, as I mentioned, he's currently leading the championship standings with 2,134 points towards the championship. I believe he was involved in a one with a crash that we had at Michigan last week. So, I was actually surprised he still keep the points lead. But Jeffrey Finca is there, right, 3 points behind, as I mentioned. Oh, one of the drivers with multiple wins, of course. He has 4 wins, last being in Iowa. Angel Gutierrez just 14 points behind. Nathan Stapleton, one of the drivers involved in the, you know, in the caution that came out during the first overtime attempt. He's 25 points behind. Cole Raymond, 30 points behind. Surprise finish for him in last week. Eric Monaco, 31 points behind. Bradley Ream, 33 points behind. Jonah Bridge, 34 points behind. Blaine Keys, your last week's winner, is just 36 points behind. And Zachary Fitzwater, 52 points behind. Perfect fit for his car number right now. Then Scarlett Taylor, 57 points behind. And Brody Giacomo, 59 points behind. And of course, basically all drivers are still in contention. And you know what's really great in the schedule that we have is there are, you know, those 2 road courses and 2 not 2 wildcard races, which is the super speedways. But everything could happen after this one. But now let's look into the starting lineup here, presented by Bang Energy, the official energy drink of the PSRLA. So, on the pole here is in number 50 of Drew Webb, your current championship leader right now, driving for Dragon Racing Enterprises. Alongside him is the number 82 of Ludovic Sherrod, already won once, let's see if he can do it again. Row 2 sees Zachary Fitzwater, currently 10th in the standings. Alongside him is Appalachian Motorsports, Travis Crampton. Row 3 are Island Motorsports teammates of Scarlett Taylor and Nathan Stapleton. Stapleton already have a win in his belt, and Taylor looking to get one. Row 4 sees number 41 of Jeffrey Finca, 3 points behind Drew Webb in the standings. Alongside him is last year's playoff contender, but this year is just, I don't know what happened to him, it's Jaden Russell. And row 5 sees Eric Monaco in the number 5 alongside Tom Sloan in the number 43. Caleb and Santi, who do you think is going to get it done here at Daytona?
Picking the winner for a track here like Daytona is pretty much just a matter of closing your eyes and throwing a dart at that dartboard. But I think I'm going to go with the number 55 of Jonah Burridge. Burridge entering this race 8th in the point standings, looking to try and get himself up there in the championship conversation here in the chase. Hopefully he'll be able to do that, and I think he can possibly be one to watch out for here this race to get it done.
Well, for me, it's Daytona, man. I mean, there's anything can happen here at Daytona, but the one driver I'm going to keep an eye on here, somewhere running in the mid-pack. But I am going to go with, the guy that's trying to pace him down in the stand, wants to compete for a championship, Jonah Bridge. I feel like he can get it done at Daytona. So keep an eye on him out. He's my pick for today's race.
Yeah, Jonah Burridge is yet to win a PSRLA Cup Series race, trying to bring it on for Perth, Australia. So let's see if he can do it. So here we go, as we're just waiting for the pace car to come in. Pace car's already in. Now, Drew Webb and Jonah Burridge crossing the restart zone. And here we go, green, gets it to go. Daytona night racing is now underway. And now down
Oh,
goes...
no!
Oh no, 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 no! Lap 1. Oh my goodness.
Already! First lap and we already had... Wow! Stapleton is involved, look at the hood! As well
Oh my
as
goodness.
Charette, Fitzwater and
Oh,
Drew
man.
Webb battling it out. They to the line right there and looks like Fitzwater is gonna hold on.
Nathan Stapleton, one of the championship contenders, needs to get big points. It looks like his day may be done.
It's lap 1, guys. Come on.
Man.
Wow.
Looked like that could have been a push gone wrong here early on in the going. Man, that's just tough to see.
I have to agree with you, Caleb, man. Lap 1, we're just getting started, and already we have some torn up race cars.
Looks like, yeah, it is the RLM Motorsports teammates of Scarlett Taylor and Nathan Stapleton involved, actually including Ludovic Charette. Not a good start for her. Well, even Travis Crampton has those lapside damage, but we'll probably see later on in the replay on what happened right there. But I guess some of these guys are now coming in, including Jeffrey Finca and Eric Monaco. Those guys are your championship contenders. I believe they were involved during the lap 1 crash.
I believe all these guys coming in might be for damage repair. So yeah, we see Eric Monaco, Theme Guy, and I also think you saw in the background Travis Crampton 19 coming down, and I'd imagine Stapleton and Taylor will probably be coming down as well. And looks like that is going to be the case.
Yeah.
But hopefully the damage isn't too bad on these guys, although Stapleton does look pretty beat up there in that 79, and Taylor has a pretty good amount of rear end damage. See how much that affects them. Hopefully not too much.
Yeah, he's gonna still be on the track, but you know, his damage is not gonna help him. Or maybe he's just trying to hold some points just for, you know, considering they are both in championship contention.
You never know. But that looks pretty torn up, my left side. He's gonna lose a lot of pace, and
Stapleton retired.
I don't think he's gonna come.
No, I think he's out.
Yeah, and
he's
he's
out of the
done.
race.
Yeah, he's out. What are the
Wow.
championship contenders, Nathan?
So, dear. There's still Taylor though, but yeah, just top break for the Ohio native driver of Nathan Stapleton, but there's still a Pennsylvanian in the field of Scarlett Taylor, but everything could happen. So now, let's look at the replay to see what happened to bring out the first caution of the night here for the Visit Florida 400 here at Daytona. First caution is out here. Look at it. Let's focus on the 19 of Travis Crampton and the 82 of Ludovic Charette. Now, trying to snoop into the middle as Travis Crampton made contact with the rear lap of Ludovic Charette, causing to collect the 75 of Scarlett Taylor and then Jeffrey Finguy. And yeah, Nathan Stapleton had nowhere to go right there, smashed his car. Then yeah, this guys were still able to manage to save it despite that. But yeah, Scarlett Taylor and Nathan Stapleton got the most of the damage right there. As you know, Ludovic Charette still expected to continue, as well as Jeffrey Finguy, but for sure they're gonna be at the rear end of the lead lap due to the damage. I believe they have to come in. Yeah, well, they came into the pits to repair some damage, and yeah, maybe it's game over for Nathan Stapleton tonight here at Daytona. But yeah, everything could still happen in the next 5 races here this season. So let's go see the replay in real time.
So a bit of an interesting one here on lap number 1 as Charette and Crampton are going to make contact, and Charette gets turned down the track right into Scarlett Taylor and goes up right into the 79 of Nathan Stapleton. And interesting because, like you mentioned, they were all able to save it and keep it straight, but doesn't mean that everyone's going to walk off scot-free from that. As like you mentioned, Skylar Taylor and Nathan Stapleton definitely got the worst of that, and they both have pretty significant damage. And this might even put Nathan Stapleton out of the race. But like you mentioned, there's still a decent ways left to go here in the chase. So hopefully Nathan Stapleton will be able to get back his footing after this one. But man, like I said, just tough to see here after the opening lap here at Daytona.
Yeah, obviously that's the case, but Zachary Fitzwater was able to win the race back to the line, then followed by Drew Webb. But yeah, top 5 are playoff drivers, 6 make it 6, 7, but actually some guys went into the pits after this one. So let's go back into the track side for more action. And we're back here at Daytona International Speedway for the running of the Visit Florida 400, the 27th race of the PSRLA Cup Series season. So, obviously, Nathan Stapleton is the only driver who retired from the race due to, you know, those excessive damage, I would say. But yeah, is the only retiree from this race. So top break for Nathan Stapleton, who actually led the most laps in the Daytona 500 before a lap car got into his way and gave the win away to Code Sill. So there's still 5 more races for him to, you know, make a rebound, try to snatch the championship. So everything could happen, as I've said earlier. So now, I almost said Skylar Taylor, but Zachary Fitzwater is your leader here after getting the lead crossing to the line when the caution came out. So he's your leader, followed by Drew Webb, just fell down to second. Then Blaine Keys, shockingly your last week's winner, is right in third. Then it's Bradley Ream, and then Brody Giacomo rounds out the top 5. Your entire top 5 are all playoff drivers. And then, of course, Avery Alford, Cody Smart, and then Trey Smith, Gene Russell, Kieran Jimenez rounds out the top 10. Same goes to some, yeah. Basically, yeah, the top 5 are playoff drivers, and the rest of the other 6 drivers are still in the field, with Nathan Stapleton your only retirement from the race, as the pace car came into the pits. And here we go, green flag is back again here at Daytona International Speedway. And you know what, Drew Webb still holding the outside lane pretty well, but there's Zachary Fitzwater now to the inside with the help from Blaine Keys and Brody Giacomo. Looks like these guys are trying to help each other first, instead of, you know, at least they are trying to keep it safe and try to avoid creating another big one.
I mentioned Bruno Giacomo pre-race in that 7. Really looking for a big point stay here today. And so far so good there in that number 7 here, running up towards the front of the field. Would definitely be some good points there for Giacomo if they can finish up here in the top 5 especially. But like you mentioned, we have a bunch of chase drivers up here up front. We've got chase drivers now going 3 wide for the race lead, as Giacomo makes an aggressive move to the inside of Blaine Keys with a push from Alford. Giacomo slides up the track just a bit and almost turned by Avery Alford. But he holds on, and he's gonna hang on and try to continue going for the race lead. But Fitzwater's got a good push on the outside. See if he's able to clear. Not quite.
You know,
No, it's not. 2 by 3 by 2 here. Oh man, this is tense.
You know what happened over the turn 2 was quite similar to what happened during the 2023 Daytona 500 when Tom Sloan and Ludovic Charette were the 2 guys that are leading until they made contact and gave away the win to Bradley Ream. But hopefully we won't see the same here tonight. But here's Avery Alford now going through 3 wide, you know, 3 by 3 by 3 here at the back straightaway, as Zachary Fitzwater still hang around from the outside lane and blocks Brody Giacomo and Avery Alford to clear, and we do have another crash.
This is a big one.
Oh,
Yeah, this is gonna bring it out.
That
Man.
is something you gotta avoid.
Oh!
Ella Baker told Jamison Tull Cody Still, your Daytona 500 winner. Philip Torres. Man. Another one.
This time in turn 3.
Ooh, even Angel Gutierrez actually retired from the race. Alan Jefferson is out. Dale Johnson II also out. And Avex Sokolov, his car just totaled. You know. Ooh, wait, what?
What? What the heck? I never seen this before. Well, I think the ghost truck. Oh, I don't know what happened, but NR glitch.
NR being NR.
Thank you, NR. Very cool.
Thanks for
Got
helping.
Got John Deere on the car, just doing a bit of lawn work.
Yeah.
Here we go. These guys are now pulling into the pits now for, you know, trying to create some strategy. Who knows? But of course, Zachary Fitzwater leading us down to the pits, followed by Alford and the Giacomo. Then Drew Webb also there, and Cody Smart runs out the top 5. Now, let's look into Zachary Fitzwater being the first driver here, or Drew Webb, the first driver, first pit stall right there. So we will, from this point of view, we will see who's gonna come out first, and it's gonna be cool. Wait, this guy's only took fuel only, and we do have Bradley Reed.
No.
Pit road. Oh no.
That's
gonna cost Monaco some spots.
There's Daytona pit road for you.
I guess all I can
that's gonna
say, all I can say right now is that this guys to had enough of the chaos that is going on right here at Daytona, as we already had a quarter of the race finish. So, oof, these guys are trying to be aggressive coming out of the pits and almost made yeeting their norm. And yeah, these guys are just keep on bunching up, or maybe these guys should be careful when. Oh, look at.
Oh.
Yeah, Scarlett Taylor and Travis Crampton making a, you know. Ooh, hold on. Oh, I thought something happened right there. But yeah. Now, Eric Monaco still on the pit road for a long time due to what happened between his teammate Bradley Reed. Pit road mishaps for him. Avex Sokolov obviously gonna be out of the race for sure. But let's see the replay to see what happened to bring out the second caution of the night here at Daytona International Speedway for the running up the VisitFlorida 400. Focusing here with Dale Johnson II and Cody Sill, as Johnson II tried to swoop to the inside, but made contact with the 71 Cody Sill, hits Baker, followed by, Sokolov had nowhere to go, and that's where the chain reaction happened. Angel Gutierrez with a hard hit right there, and look at how Cody Sill got his car into the catch fence. Then Jonathan Carrison with a hard hit. Eric Monaco as well got collected from that one, as this guy's just got slide down the order. Then there's Philip Torres' day is gonna be over. Ella Baker as well. Look at Lodovic Charette in the 82. Here, how in the world? Oh, look at the 5 of Eric Monaco spinning the 13 of Alan Jefferson out of the way. Like, he's trying to give the message to Alan Jefferson not to mess with him, I guess. But just how many cars got involved? I'd say 9, 10, 11, 12-ish. But huge crash. But yeah, Fitzwater still managed to win the race back to the line, but what a crash that we'd have here to put out plenty of drivers.
Down the back straightaway, Dale Johnson the 88, Torres Dale the 79. I think Dale Johnson wanted to send the message to the 79. All of a sudden, just get turned right there. And look at the 79. Up almost in the air. Almost flipped. And that's going to bring at least some cars out of the race. And wow, what's that? Look at Eric Monaco right there spinning out the yellow car. Man,
Well,
that's a message that he doesn't want to see. But anyways, let's get back to the track at Daytona, where we got pit stops. Well, not pit stops, but I think the cars are ready to go back for another restart. Let's get back to the booth and ready for the restart. I think it looks like Albert in the 98, and all of a sudden, what in the world just happened? Well, I mean, does he want to be a race car driver, or he wants to be part of the Olympic team?
maybe
I mean, I'll
Olympic
give it
team.
a 10.
Maybe for yeah.
Wow, God.
I was saying
I'll give it a 10. I'll give it a 10. What about you? What about you, Bowen and Cody? Yeah, what do you think?
gonna be a
For skill
10.
points.
Yeah. Looks like Abex Sakalov is trying to prepare for Winter Olympics. So who knows? And we are back here at Daytona International Speedway for the running of the VisitFlorida 400, and second caution came out, in which it wiped out quarter of the field. Yeah, so those guys are Jonathan Carrison, Alan Jefferson, Philip Torres, Jamison Tall, Ella Baker, Dale Johnson II, Cody Sill, Angel Gutierrez, Purshur Stava, Abex Sokolov, and Scarlett Taylor. Two of these guys are playoff drivers, and not really sure about. Oh, actually, Eric Monaco retired as well, so make it 12. So yeah, 12 drivers retired after that crash. 27 drivers left in the field. All of them are surprisingly still in the lead lap. So who knows? Well, Zachary Fitzwater still hanging around in the lead. Avery Alpert right in second. Cody Smart in third. Then we do have Drew Webb in fourth. And then the number 49 Blaine Keys in fifth. Matt Tuck is in sixth. Trey Smith 7th. Bruno Di Giacomo 8th. Sam Oskin is in 9th. And Cole Raymond is in 10th. So, pace car is about to come in right this time. Perfect timing. So here we go, back to the restart zone, and here we go, green flag is back in the air here at Daytona, but looks like John Bridge now looking for some, he can't really get into, he can get into the inside, so, but still they're still trying to make it 3 wide, but as you all know, it's Daytona, so, you know, perhaps another big one, as Zachary Fitzwater is still hanging around through the inside lane with the help from Cody Smart and Blaine Keys. And yeah, Abraport still have the help from Drew Webb.
Boy, already actually got a little bit of fanning out so far here early on in this run. However, I'd imagine everyone will probably get grouped up relatively quickly. But Zachary Fitzwater kind of doing a good job holding off both lanes of traffic here so far. Going top to bottom, block the 51 and the number 1. And you got a couple cars there, maybe just trying to hang back. Although I'd say hanging back might actually kind of be a solid strategy from what we've seen so far. Just kind of hang back and let the wrecks happen in front of you. Just get through that and get some free spots. But up here, Zachary Fitzwater's getting a huge push there from Alfred. As here comes the 49 of Blaine Keys on the inside. It's going to kind of put the 51 there in the middle, and it's going to really set him back.
I have to agree with that.
Yeah, well, Blaine Keys finally led the lap right now, right there. With the help from Matt Tuck, surprisingly, right now running and trying to pass Brody Giacomo now to the inside. 3 wide for second with the help from boy.
Oh, dear. Giacomo again.
Yeah. Don't ever do that again.
Now, turn 1.
But
that's the second time he did that today, turn 1.
Yeah, somewhat now. Samadoskan now to the inside. No. Well, yeah, he do have a faster car right there, but looks like still hanging around there. But, you know, still good news for Blaine Keys as these drivers are still fighting. He still kept that lead. But you know what? Samadoskan now coming in on this. Bruno Giacomo trying to get his 4th win of the season. And here comes Tony Brady, you know, Tony Brady made the playoffs last year. He didn't make playoffs this year, but still hunting for his first win of his career. So let's see if we can finally get it done here tonight. But you know, let's check on the other playoff drivers that actually Sabanowski now pulling away from the Giacomo. Looks like he does have a good clearance from these guys. But you know, checking into the rest of the playoff drivers, of course, the Giacomo in second. Then Zachary Fitzwater got pushed to the outside lane, and here comes Blaine Keys to the inside of Bruno Di Giacomo as this guy's trying to make it 3 wide again. But you know, good news is that these guys are, you know, do have a distance with each other, unlike the first few laps.
Kind of biding their time right now. We are still seeing some aggressive pushes going on, however. Sam Oskin, though, has a pretty clear advantage with the race lead. He's probably got a really fast car here tonight. He's doing a good job at the moment with holding that race lead. Got Avery Alford and Zachary Fitzwater, though, but here comes the 55 of Jonah Burridge with help from his teammate 50 of Drew Webb.
Oh,
They're
boy,
both peeking down to the inside.
Right
that got close there.
That's twice.
And Bruno Di Giacomo has had too many close calls so far this race, but Giacomo showing that they've got some really good car control there in that 7, still holding on. And for the lead, here comes Jonah Burridge in the 55.
What the pick I picked today? Can he get at Daytona? He get that win? Can he get that first win here at Daytona?
Well, you know, these guys do have the balls of steel. You know, these guys are really aggressive, but you know, especially these playoff drivers that are trying to fight for glory, as I mentioned. Drew Webb back in second, trying to hold on into the points lead. Even though he's not going to win this race since Jeffrey. But even if he finished runner-up tonight, then he's definitely gonna extend his points lead since, you know, Jeffrey Finca is way behind. Look at this 41, just along with the back markers of Jacob Miller and Anthony Nicole, of course, with the huge damage. This guy still have too much damage after those first 2 cautions. But yeah, Bradley Ream as well, along with Dennis Kudryashov in the 73. And going back up front, looks like here we go, Simon Oskin back to the inside of Jonah Burridge.
I think Sam Adamskian might definitely have a fast car here tonight as he goes back for the race lead, but Burridge going to have a bit of help on the outside from Zachary Fitzwater, and he's going to stay clear for the time being. Sam Adamskian now trying to mount up another run as now he's got help from Drew Webb, but Webb's going to take a peek to the inside of him as we come out of turn 4 into the tri-oval. They're really linked up there on that inside lane. Luckily, the Oskin is going to stay clear. Now, Oskin may be trying to defend against these 2 lanes as well as trying to catch the 55 of Jonah Burridge, who's really kind of holding a decent gap for that lead. However, he doesn't want to get out too far because that'll mean everyone will just draft right back up. Bruno Di Giacomo just barely slips the inside of Webb there. But as they go down the back straightaway, Jonah Burridge can clear in ahead with that race lead. And yeah, they're kind of spread out now. They're not as bunched together, which is nice to see. So hopefully we can have a nice green flag run here to finish out this league.
Yeah, we also as well cautions, but ever since the last we had no caution, but we have to keep an eye on the lap traffic we have. Thor.
Yeah.
They know they could ruin the lead lap cars in race, just like what happened to the Daytona 500. Nathan Stapleton was leading the
We're catching into a lap car now of Ludovic Charette in the 82. Let's see if he's gonna be a factor right there. And they're gonna catch him into easily. Looks like they're gonna pass him so cleanly, but looks like Simon Oskin's now trying to use
big block.
Jonah Burridge is able to go to past the inside, but Drew Webb, Blaine Keys, Kalusostra, Avery Alford, Zachary Fitz, where Matt Tuck got held up by this 82 of Ludovic Charette. You know, most of the playoff drivers are not going to be happy with her due to this scenario right now. As for now, it's still Burridge clears of Bruno Di Giacomo. Tom Sloan is there, but Simon Oskin's still in the fight. So now these guys are single file through top 10 right there, as looks like Blaine Keys was totally a victim of Ludovic Charrette's slow car.
Keys is not going to be happy at all there with Ludovic Charette, because now he's got to get all regrouped back together and catch back up to this pack.
Yeah.
It looks like that car didn't do too much damage to the pack's formation, so we still got a bunch of cars still here up in this thing. Got some new faces up towards the front, though. Got the number 24 of Cole Raymond up here towards the front. Trey Bartow, haven't really seen him all day, really, so far here in this race. He's now up here battling for a spot inside the top 5.
You know,
to see what he can do now that he's up here towards the front.
You know, these past few weeks, Trey Bartow actually had some... Ooh! Whoa! Hang on!
Oh,
Hang on!
Oh, no!
Oh, boy.
Wait! Ooh!
Wow!
Whoa, boy!
Kirian Jimenez! Ludovic Charette!
Whoa! He's gonna get hit hard!
Keys got hit hard. Hubert as well. I thought it was just my eye. I thought that was just my eye doing some little bit of shenanigans, but there was actually a crash, huge crash in the tri-oval. Kinda an Austin Dillon thing right there.
Oh man, that was a hard crash.
And guess what? Your web got screwed up by lap traffic. Might likely be back in the race if the caution comes out. Handful of laps to Daytona.
Well, Jonah Burge wins the race back to the line, followed by Brody Giacomo, Cole Raymond. So the top 3 are all playoff drivers. Then Trey Bartow is also there, Tony Brady as well. Then yeah. Kudos still to Tom Sloan, even though he has some damage into his car. He's inside the top 10 now. But what a huge crash, you know. Hopefully Ludovic Charette, Blankies are gonna be okay. But yeah, you know, considering what happened to Bryce Egan and Roberto Crown Jr. in the regular season. Actually, Bryce Egan during the All-Star Open. But as well as Kirian Jimenez, you know, it's probably I lost count when how many times he blipped his car. But what a crash. Oh, hang on.
Definitely.
We might see cars on pit road. I don't think
strategy.
it's a good idea. Jonah Burge coming in. Sure.
We're going to have a late race restart, so I wonder if a lot of these guys are potentially preparing for multiple overtimes like we saw at Michigan.
Yeah. They saw what happened last. Said nope, we're gonna come in. It's more caution. Come in, gamble. That's the gamble right here. Jonah Burge on pit road. Same. I can't even tell what number it is. Drew Webb, the points leader.
Yeah,
and our pole
Drew's
sitter, he's coming in.
This is gonna be an interesting strategy for these guys. I believe once we cross the line, maybe we're gonna have, I would say, 3 to go.
Yeah, I think so. We'll have 3 laps to go. Let's take a look back at last week's race in Michigan. Saw the fuel was the issue. And then this week they said, let's just scratch that, let's go pit, take the gamble.
Yeah, basically that's what happened last week at Michigan. But, you know, as I mentioned, here's Trey Bartow, currently 3rd. Well, Trey Bartow kind of having ups and downs during the past few weeks. Bartow won in a dramatic fashion in Richmond, which was a side-by-side finish with Angel Gutierrez. And then last week, which is kind of interesting in Michigan, that there was a spinner in turns 1 and 2, but this guy's managed to save it. But Trey Bartow at that point, his car already blew up. But there were no cautions at all. So yeah, basically maybe if Bartow's trying to get his 2nd win of the season and 3rd win of this PSRLA Cup Series career before he hang up his gloves. Let's see if he can do it. But first, let's see the replay to see what happened to bring out the 3rd caution of the night here at Daytona International Speedway. Here comes the 3rd caution of the night. Anyway, what a good transition over there. So they're just drafting like normal person, but look at, wait, hang on. Carlos Sustray made contact with, actually make it Samadoskin and Tom Sloan. And then he's gonna avoid this inside wall there, the barrier over there. Then try to do some little bit of Valtteri Bottas in Austria 2020, and he avoided that one and tried to look behind, and yeah, maybe some little bit of Herbie fully loaded scene, and wow, Blaine Keys had nowhere to go, collects Matthew Hubert in the process, Jaden Russell as well. Yeah, he did, and look at Ludovic Charette saying, "I have too many damage. You know what? Fuck it." Boom. Then yeah, that's how look at Kirian Jimenez flipping his car upside down. Maybe trying to pretend he's in a roller coaster ride, but it is indeed a roller coaster ride for Kirian Jimenez. But yeah, definitely poor car's gonna retire after this race. Ludovic Charette, Blaine Keys, Matthew Hubert. But yeah, interestingly, this kind of reminded me of Austin Dillon 2015. So yeah, definitely interesting review for this one. So now let's look at replay in real time.
Crazy crash here from the Daytona International Speedway as Kieran Jimenez gets launched towards the inside wall, luckily keeps it off, trying to merge back on track, looks one way to make sure it's safe, but doesn't look the other end, right into the path of the 49 of Blaine Keys. Matthew Hubert also nowhere to go. Ludovic Charette, probably blinded by the smoke, comes barreling in and slams into Blaine Keys. But man, a terrible crash here from Daytona as a 39 on their roof. And it's going to come to rest there on the infield between the tri-oval and turn 1. But man, that was an absolutely crazy accident here from Daytona, and you know what, that's going to set us up for a late race restart.
Yeah, definitely. But you know what? I guess we do really find this one interesting, so let's see the onboard with the 39 machine.
We got a bonus cancel almost for a minute. Drafted to 0. Right, contact. Saves the wall. And goes to the Olympic balloon and then pow! Finishes off with a spectacular move. Barrel rolling down the front stretch. And I give it a little bit more style point. Look at lands on all fours. On his side, man, I give it another 10 for Olympic points. Style.
Yeah, for sure. Like, what an horrible accident there for Kirian Jimenez. But yeah, obviously the guys involved need to check themselves in the infield care center to make sure they're okay to participate next week at Darlington. But you know what? I don't have enough of discussion. Let's see another on board.
Riding on board here with 49 of Blaine Keys, already trying to catch back up to the field after getting hung up by a lap car. Finishes into 39 there, going through the infield, and just absolutely no time to react. Slams into 39. I think it's slammed into by the 3 and 44, and then Ludovic Charette plows in, and just nowhere for Charette to go either. Right into the 49 of Keys. And yeah, that's definitely going to be terminal there for Blaine Keys, and he's going to be out of this race. Really going to throw a wrench into his championship hopes. So I have to see if he can rebound in the last couple of races of the season. But yeah, just a crazy wreck here all around. That's going to take out a couple cars here from Daytona.
Yeah, wow, what a crash. But you know what, guys? I know you're up for, despite everything that happened, the race is still on. So let's go back to the racetrack here with 3 laps to go here at Daytona. Back at it again here at Daytona International Speedway for the running of the VisitFlorida 400, the 27th race. Wait, 27th? Yeah, 27th race of the PSRLA Cup Series 2024 season. And yeah, we do have 4 drivers added to the retired land, namely Ludovic Charette, Matthew Hubert, Blaine Keys, and Kirian Jimenez. Well, Kirian Jimenez... Hang on. Yeah, Kirian Jimenez just mostly down season for him as a defending PSRLA Cup Series champion. But here it is. So some drivers came into the pits. Obviously, we saw that. But here's so right now it is Bruno Di Giacomo in the 7 leading us, going back to green, followed by the 24 of Cole Raymond. Trey Bartow and Tony Brady pair up non-playoff drivers in second row. Then another pair, Roberto Crown Jr. and Tom Sloan. Then Carlos Ustrai, and then Zachary Fitzwater in row 4, and then Abe Alford and Jaden Russell rounds out the top 10. As we are just waiting for the pace car to come in. Here you go. Looks like we do have ourselves a great restart with 3 laps to go once we cross the line here at Daytona. For sure, no lap cars in the way for these guys, but here it is. Looks like Brody Giacomo was able to block Trey Bartow as he is trying to swoop past to the inside, and look at that, with the help from Roberto Crown Jr. And now looks like here's Bartow trying to peek to the inside of Bruno Di Giacomo. Will Di Giacomo do any move? No, he can't. Now Trey Bartow now going through for the lead here for the VisitFlorida 400, going to the line with 2 laps to go. As looks like he tries to block.
Cars pitting.
Well, hold on.
Pit. We got some pitters.
Yes, Roberto Crown Jr. This guy's
Just like last week.
This guy's didn't.
Here, man.
Brody Giacomo now to the inside. This might be a fuel mileage race for these guys. Do you think this guy's pitting earlier made a good decision?
No. Like I said before, what happened in Michigan is gonna happen right here.
Oh
Question
boy.
is, do the leaders pit?
Are they gonna pit? They're gonna pit! Sustrai stays out!
Sustrai is gonna gamble it.
Here we go, white flag now in the air for Carlos Sustrai.
Here comes the 0-0.
Tony Brady coming up.
Tony Brady,
Keep
we
an eye
got
on the
cars
lap
merging back on the track. Oh boy!
Oh, this is gonna be there.
Oh boy, to the inside in the final lap. Looks like it's gonna be a last lap pass maybe. Still side by side to the backstretch.
Side by side down the backstretch. Here comes the pack behind. They're all linked up and they're trying to put on one final shot.
Sustrai holds the outside lane pretty well.
But Sustrai clears. But here comes
Here
Smart with a full head of
Is he
steam.
gonna stay out? They are staying out.
Yes,
Here we go. Carlos Sustrai gets his second career PSRLA Cup Series win here. Oh my god. How about Carlos
2 weeks in
Sustrai?
a row. And 2 weeks in a row. Somebody runs out of fuel. Well, almost runs out of fuel.
But the difference from last week
How about
was the leader came down at the final going to the line. So that was how chaotic, and that's why we had Keys winning. But this one is kind of, I would say, normal. But wow, Carlos Sustrai. Tony Brady was so close into getting his first win of his PSRLA Cup Series career. Then
That was the move right there. What a block made. You wanted to go to the inside. 21 knew it. Right there. A block. Great block. Great race.
yeah, Smart third, Trey Smith fourth, Sam Adoskin settles for fifth, Kyle Sharp, Anthony Nicole, Travis Crampton, Tom Sloan, and Matt Tuck runs at the top 10. Wow. I don't know what
That
to
was
say.
wild. I know what to say.
So
That's
here's
2 weeks in a row. 2
Yeah.
weeks in a row. Michigan and Daytona. Let's take a look at these final standings, shall we?
Yeah, Carlos Sustrai wins the race. What a drag race to the finish, between him and Tony Brady. Cody Smart sells for third, so good race still for Celeritas Racing. Then Trey Smith, Sam Adoskin, I mentioned that one. Then Drew Webb is in 11th. I believe he's the leading playoff driver in the field, so for sure he's gonna keep the points lead. Then Jonathan Burridge 12th, then Goodyear Shop in 13th, Finkai 14th, then 16th Bradley Ream, Brody Giacomo sells for 17th. But yeah, is this race just way too dramatic?
It was.
Yeah, that's for sure. But you know what? Maybe let's look at the point standings, shall we? You know what? After that very exciting race that we had, good thing we never had any overtime attempts this time. But you know what? Here's the point standings after this race. As expected, Drew Webb still managed to hold on top with the points lead here, 2,165 points towards the championship, and Jeffrey Finguy in second. You know, these guys are just pulling away from the rest of the pack there. Jonah Bridge in third, 35 points behind. Angel Gutierrez fell down in the order, 36 points behind. Bradley Ream 39 points behind. Cole Raymond 41 points behind. Eric Monaco 50 points behind, this tied with Blaine Keys. Nathan Stapleton just, I believe he lost 4 positions, or 5 positions rather. 55 points behind. Zachary Fitzworth 62 points behind. Bruno Di Giacomo 65 points behind. And Skylar Taylor rounds out the top 12 with 75 points behind. But, you know, Tom Sloan now in 13th with Alfred Torres followed suit. Then, yeah, actually Tom Sloan is 23 points clear of Alfred. And then, yeah, basically, you know, the best of the rest battle is still on there. But, you know, Caleb and Santi, final thoughts about the race?
Well, that pretty much about gave us what all Daytona can have to offer in just 32 laps. But man, that was an absolutely crazy race from start to finish. And you know, at the end there, I think a lot of drivers were just presuming that we might have some overtimes here. Some drivers tried to take the gamble. Unfortunately, it did not work. But man, that was an absolutely crazy finish. And what a drive there for Kyler Sustry. Was able to stretch it out all the way to the finish and get his first win on the season. But yeah, what a crazy but great race that was here from Daytona.
I think you said it best, Caleb, man. Daytona is Daytona, man. What a show it was. It was a great showing. I thought it was gonna be overtime. But yeah, it was great. Wow, the wreck on lap 1, in the big one with on lap 7 or 8, I can't even remember, and the flip that we saw. That's typical super speedway action. But all I gotta say, congratulations to Australia and everyone on the number 21 team for a great race and a great win for them. Big win, and yeah, and Skylar just had a horrible day. He just wanted to get the hell out of Daytona and forget about it. 75 points, but 4 races to go to the championship. Anything can happen.
Yeah. So yeah, what a very great race we have tonight there. But obviously, there's still a lot more to come here with 5 races left here and with this season. Then of course, after this one, we're going to Darlington. Then yeah, Darlington. Then after Darlington, of course, that's where the Wawa Cup Series are about to crown their 2024 champion. And not really sure about JBL Cup Series though, but yeah, after Darlington, then we're gonna have Bristol first before. Yeah, Bristol night race, and then Rockingham, and then followed by Talladega, and the last of the restrictor plate races. Maybe that's a wild card race, or we would say trying to determine who's gonna be left out, who's gonna be out of the championship contention before heading into Homestead for the championship race. So maybe you guys are gonna be excited for that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 races to go, anything can happen.
Yeah. So yeah, here you go. So thank you guys very much for watching here the special presentation of the 37 Network here at Daytona International Speedway. So of course, next week we're going to Darlington. Well, obviously night race for us, but of course, see you guys again next week. So on behalf of Caleb and Santi, so long everyone. Congratulations to Alice Strike.